I'd like to call the meeting to order. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment while we observe a moment of silence for longtime village resident Mrs. Lossie Lee, who passed away at the age of 101 recently. Thank you. Okay, could you do the roll call first, please?
Mayor Martin,
Here.
Trustee Forlano,
Here.
Trustee Machado,
Here.
Trustee Hughes, and Trustee Rice.
Here. Okay, thank you. And we have the minutes from June 23rd, our last meeting in your binder. Take a look at them. And I will entertain a motion to accept the minutes as sent.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so now we're going to move on to abstracts, but I have two sets of abstracts to read because we only had one meeting during the summer months. So for July 9th, for trust and agency, $947. Sewer abstract, $14,958.90. Water abstract, $7,476.19. General fund, $54,753.81. Is there a motion to accept the abstracts from the July 9th? Is there a motion to accept them as read?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, is there any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so that's July 9th. If you could hand those to Deputy Mayor. Bless you. And then we also have for tonight. So for general fund, $47,242.61. Okay, water abstract, $7,699.07. And sewer abstract, $48,438.93. Capital sewer wastewater treatment expansion, $8,182.30. Is there a motion to accept the abstracts for July 21st as read?
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, I do have just a couple of comments. I wanted to welcome back Trustee Forlano and also welcome Trisha Rice, our newest trustee. So welcome to the board and we look forward to working with you. I did know in the opening that Mrs. Lee passed away. She was 101, long time village resident. So, sorry to see her pass. I wanted to thank everybody that helped out for July 4th with the reading of the declaration here. Very well attended. Thank you to the activities committee and thank you to everyone that attended and helped. We had Benjamin Franklin actor this year and it was really good. So thanks to everyone. And then also I just wanted to remind the public and anyone listening that we are planning on repaving Merritt Boulevard. Our tentative date is September 1st. So that is all I have for that, but for moving into the reorg portion of the meeting, our village treasurer, Stephanie Pendleton, we need a motion to reappoint her for this year. So is there a motion to reappoint our village treasurer, Stephanie Pendleton?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And we also need a motion to reappoint our village clerk, Pam Ruyak. Is there a motion to reappoint our village clerk?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we'd like to declare our official newspaper, the Poughkeepsie Journal. So, can we entertain a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Poughkeepsie Journal. I'd like to, entertain a motion to declare our official depository, the NBT Bank. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I would like to entertain a motion that we will use the Village of Fishkill mileage allowance will be 70 cents per mile, which is the IRS standard mileage rate. So is there a motion?
So moved.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and now, let's see. I'd also like to make a motion, that the village elected officials and appointed officials, along with employees with department head approval, that they would be able to attend schools, conferences, seminars that are conducted for the benefit of the village of Fishkill. So, I'll entertain that motion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Rapid fire, man. Rapid fire.
You have to get business done. You have to get it done. Okay, so that's that. Now, let's see, under departments, you have the reports in your binders. So, Greg is here with us, so. So Greg, did you have anything to report at this time, or? Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, and Nick is here with us, our building inspector. Let's take a look at your report. Is it in the binder?
Should be there, I sent it over.
I don't have one.
I don't have one either.
You sent it- didn't send it to
I'm
me.
like a fan. I have it here.
Sorry.
Can you just maybe, thank you.
Absolutely. For the month of June, and to Pam instead of Stephanie, apologize. For the month of June, we conducted 8 plan reviews. We issued 13 building permits. We had 8 certificate of occupancies issued, 6 fire inspections, 7 complaints were investigated or referred from the fire department, 10 property searches, municipal searches, 3 FOIA requests, and 10 construction inspections
Okay,
for the month of June.
thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Nick while he's?
Everything on track with the assisted living community?
We're continuing to work, haven't had any hiccups or issues with them, so smoothly sailing at the moment.
Yeah, I have to say that site does look a lot cleaner, so that's a good thing.
And the Jackson Crossing being mentioned.
Jackson Crossing was cut, I believe, on Wednesday of last week, and we're working through the permitting issues at the moment.
Thank you. Anybody questions? No?
We're still waiting on the tax response regarding
They were not,
Jackson Crossing.
yeah, they have not been on the IDA agenda for
Okay.
July, so.
Yeah, I haven't heard a word
Yeah.
concerning that, so,
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll watch for August.
okay. All right, and fire? We have our report here for June.
Number of alarms for June 2025 were 35. Alarms for the fiscal year were at 35, and for the calendar year were at 130. Alarms for the month consisted of 1 medical assist, 1 power line down, 1 person in distress, 1 electrical wiring equipment problem, 1 cooking fire, 1 MVA with injuries, 1 vehicle accident with general cleanup, 1 cover assignment, 1 smoke or odor removal, 1 smoke detector activation, 3 dispatch and canceled en route, 3 carbon monoxide incidents, 3 building fires, 4 motor vehicle accidents, and 12 automatic fire alarms. Our mutual aid alarms for the month, we went once to New Hackensack, 3 times to Roundabout, 5 times to East Fishkill, and once to Beacon. And those mutual aid calls consisted of 1 vehicle accident, 3 dispatch and canceled en route, 3 building fires, 1 electrical wiring problem, 1 cover assignment, and 1 power line down.
Okay, thank you. Everything's in service?
Yes, I would just like to say that we did have a couple of safety issues over at the elementary school. And I contacted Nick, he gave us a little guidance on how to help with that. And, he was very helpful, so I was really appreciative because he
Thank
doesn't
you.
really have jurisdiction on the
Oh,
school
great.
district stuff, so.
Thank you so much. Gotta keep the school safe, right?
Yeah, even if they're not in school, right? now,
Yeah,
so.
that's true. Yes. Thank you. Okay.
If I can interject, so the fire committee just met with fire committee being myself and trustee Machado. They have a few fixes, things that need to be done over at the firehouse. And I think you wrote some down.
Yeah, the air conditioning units, there's some doors that need to be installed. The cupola on top of the roof is rotted.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
That's why we met today. So they brought it to our attention. We wanted to bring it right out to the meeting after we met.
Okay.
Yeah, Mayor, there was just, a couple of things that were brought to their attention. It may need some attention in the future, but
Mhm.
one of those things was an emergency repair, so we
Mhm.
wanted to let them know.
And that was the air conditioning?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
And so has it been repaired?
No, we're actually seeking approval tonight, for an emergency repair.
Oh,
They do have some money in the budget, but it will not cover the complete cost of the repair. So they are gonna pull it from another line item. Am I correct?
One complete line won't cover the entire fix.
Right.
well, did you speak to our treasurer? Because we might have to do some,
We spoke, yes,
Oh,
we spoke.
okay.
And there is, obviously Merrick Boulevard is a priority, getting that done.
Mhm.
So this AC unit we can get done with some money they have already. It doesn't have to be pulled from anywhere else.
Strictly be out of the fire budget.
Out of the fire budget, yes. But there are things down the road that we just they wanted to touch base on that we are hopeful to get done as we progress through Merit, hopefully later in the fall. Some stuff Paulie's gonna go in and check to see if we could do it in-house, which would be the doors and some framing on those doors. So as much as we can get done as quickly as possible with money that we have already and in-house employees, we'll get done. And then we've got some other things down the road that we'll bring up as,
Well, good to know.
Merit gets completed.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Do we need, Greg, do we need approval from the board to have them start?
Well, if you're
that
gonna
money?
start moving line items around, I think so.
Well, that's what I'm asking
Yeah, I
them for,
think
so. Do you know the line out, because they have 4,000
Have
available,
a
so,
quote or anything
yes, you have a quote, yes.
from,
It's from AMI, which is our mechanical
That's the
company.
company we've
okay,
been using since we had a problem with Fox here 5 years ago.
okay. Well, like I said, this is the first I'm hearing about this, so
Well,
how much money?
I sent an email today. I thought I was doing the correct thing by reaching out to the fire advisory board and to let them know issues that are more needing fixing now and later down the road we'd be looking to do.
Uh-huh.
I felt that was the right road to take.
It was, absolutely was, and we're bringing it now to the board, so, Mayor, if you're ready to vote on something like this, or you need time to think
Well,
about
we
it.
have to at least see a invoice or you know,
Well, we're trusting that the fire department has gotten the right number. They've used this company before. And it is sort of a need to get done now issue because of the heat. And they've gone through this, having heat issues there for, especially over the last month. So we'd like
so
to
the
get
air
them started.
conditioning hasn't been working for a month?
They can break it down a little better than I can as far as what's happening, but they do have some issues where what they have presently is not working. And then there's another part of the room that's just running constant. It's just gonna burn out the
Mayor,
compressor.
I did speak to you about this. I told you we don't have air conditioning over there and we haven't had it
And when was this?
probably 3 weeks ago. It was here in Village Hall. We spoke about it.
Okay.
The total cost is $7,400.
I'm sending the bill to the board now.
And they have 4K on their budgetary available. So
Okay,
it'd be 3,400 that they'd have to pull from somewhere else.
okay.
Not a lot of
But
money.
if we have to shift line items, I think we have to do that by,
Technically, right now, there are, in your repair line, the funds are available. It's just obviously in the budget, they're assigned for something else. So we just have, I mean, the
Right.
money's there. We don't have to move money right now, But if you eventually say, well, we still need those other items, that's when we would talk about, we're eventually gonna overexpense that line, so that's when we would have to talk about moving stuff.
So they don't have to move anything to get that extra 3,400 on top of the 4K. They're ready, they have that available for them.
The supplies, materials and repairs line as of June 30th, you have over 10,000 available.
Oh.
So it's in there.
Fantastic.
It's just a matter of, obviously that line is heavily used throughout the year, so we'll have to keep that in mind.
What is that line currently, earmarked for, Stephanie?
Can you say that again?
Is they budgeted for $19,050 and we've expensed.
But what is the line called again?
It is, fire supplies, materials and repairs. I mean, technically,
Well, that would come under repairs, right?
you know,
Yeah, okay.
or it could fall
I just
under
want to make
building as
sure
well.
we're
Yeah,
staying with.
no, me too.
Mayor, I don't have Mrs. Rice's, email.
Mhm.
Does she have a village email that I could tag her with you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Trisha.
So they wouldn't need approval on that then. They have that ready to go available.
The funds are available in that.
Okay, so we would just need an invoice from the company showing that number.
That's, I'm gonna send it.
Yeah,
as soon as I tag
perfect.
her.
So if it's under repair, so then that we're covered.
Right, yeah, that
That's
should be
covered.
fine.
Okay,
So Greg, do we need a vote on that? We don't, right? Because they've already assigned it for those issues. So you guys are ready to go. Just get it done.
Thank you.
Call them first thing and schedule them. And there's another 32, 36, 3,700 bucks left in that line.
Trisha, is it Trisha at VOFishkill.com?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All set?
Also.
Yeah, we'll
Let's
talk about the
move
other
on.
things down the road. Thank you, guys.
Brandon, how many members are we currently at? What's our member?
28.
What, I'm sorry?
28.
Okay, good, so we've had an increase then, because I think the last we discussed it was 26, I think the last head count.
I just took in a couple,
You took a couple of, okay, and they've been added to our insurance.
they absolutely should have been.
Okay, we'll have to make sure Stephanie is up to date on all those, the roster. For insurance purposes.
All set?
Hans' question, whether they've been appointed by the new officer or new
Committees?
candidates for our.
Oh.
Oh,
Typically, members are voted in, as I thought Hans would know. And, the company sends an email over to, Woodward v. Pam, that new members have been voted in,
Or drop.
or removed.
mhm.
I think the piece that's missing is that the board's not getting that communication. Of, you know what I mean? Because we are technically the fire commission, so we should be getting the names, like when it goes to Pam, like then it should be forwarded to us, too, so we know who's.
We'll tag you that.
Or that, yeah, just put us all on, that would be great.
That would be good,
That
yeah.
would be good, and then we're all, in the loop.
Got it.
We've never had to vote members in.
If
Not
that is the
fire.
way, yeah,
Yeah.
that is the way it is supposed to be
No.
done.
That's police, but not fire.
No, that's not exactly true.
Well, for the most part, that's how we've done it here.
That's how it's done, but that's not how, that is not the NICOM regulation.
Okay, what is the regulation then?
They are supposed to be presented here and as the police are and their names, and they're supposed to sign the oath book just like the police department does.
Have we ever done it that way?
We can do whatever you guys would
I'm
like.
just asking, we're not saying you're doing it wrong.
We have not. We have not.
Okay, okay.
Typically, the member has to come down, sign the book at when they can.
Great, so let's make sure that happens moving forward and they come before the board. I mean, if that's trustee Machado feels that's the right way and that's what NICOM says, we can do that moving forward.
Do you know, Greg?
What we had done many years ago is the fire department would send over the names for the board to approve them as members, that they didn't actually have to attend the meeting.
Mm-hmm,
But the board would vote to approve them as members.
mm-hmm.
on fire.
That would be satisfactory.
Yeah, I
to
think
at
that's
least-
fine.
So NICOM allows that,
Yeah, they
Dan?
have to, we have to approve them.
As members.
So just the name is fine
Just the
then?
name.
Yeah,
Right,
we have to
okay,
approve.
great.
Like just maybe,
Can we add it to our monthly report that you guys get?
Absolutely. Yeah, just write down who your new candidates are
Just write new members and.
Yeah, exactly.
Or remove.
Or removed, and
Okay.
resignations, additions, or or resignation.
Yeah, we'll just add it to that and then everyone gets it.
Okay,
Then
that
everybody's
sounds
cool with-
good.
Easy enough.
Yep.
Okay. So the justice report is in your folder. Take a look at that. And Glenn is not here tonight, so the police report is in your folder as well. Okay, and then we have clerk treasurer. Oh, I
Wait,
skipped
what is it?
water.
Yeah. Uniform justice.
Water sewer?
You guys should have a copy of my report here.
Mhm.
We had an issue at South Sewer, with a little transducer on the system that said, flowing in the village, swap that out. We do actually have a replacement there, the spare on the shelf.
Was that the break yesterday?
No, that was on Chelsea Bridges line.
Right, okay.
And I talked to that guy today, they haven't even fixed that yet, they're actually pulling water from the well field to their tank. And that's what.
Yeah, the highway superintendent in Fishkill called me about that.
Yeah, that's on.
And I knew that's where, yeah, cause,
Yeah, so the way that system works, where our little block building is there on,
Mhm.
Baxtertown,
mhm,
there's a meter pit out in front of that. From that meter pit out, that's all, Chelsea Ridge.
right, right.
So I anticipated him to have an emergency crew there yesterday.
Yeah, no,
Talked to the guy again this morning and he said they have someone coming.
okay,
I told him, I made sure that they will contact us. They'll
Right.
put it back on, just cause it does put a little bit of strain on our system.
yeah,
So.
okay,
As far as, I was expecting them to have it fixed sooner, but, I mean, they have water, so.
yeah, okay,
They're paying for it, they're buying it at the well field and trucking it there. So
yeah, okay.
They have people. So that's how they're.
Oh, I gotcha. Was that the one that you have down here further that a fallen tree fell on it? Is that?
That was on the sewer end in Round Hill, we had an issue up
Uh-huh.
there. The generator down up there, they're in Hill Eastern Station, yeah.
Mhm.
Chelsea Ridge was just yesterday, so I didn't even, I hand wrote it on my sheet, but you guys don't have that. Yeah, we've been, the last, couple of weeks, we've been focusing on getting any catch basin repaired with, pipe crossings on Merritt repaired that
Mhm.
we done before blacktop. We did have a bunch of them cleaned and, we used our camera to inspect, the pipe crossings, we're in pretty good shape. Mark has done 4 repairs so far, we have 2 more basins that we're gonna get done. And they're really just, some block repair and new ribbons, just, do as much as we can to prep for September, so we're in good shape.
Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you.
We did have our annual DEC inspection, the 11th. So they'll be sending us a full report on that.
Okay.
That's pretty much the major thing.
Great.
Yeah.
Want
Anybody?
to talk about the position that you want to fill? Mayor, do you want to bring that up now?
Yeah, let's just come back to that. So how about ambulance? What's going on there?
Reports in the binder? Anybody has any questions? I'm happy to answer or get an answer from Empress.
Any news about the county cars? Anything going on with that?
As far as,
Like, has that helped at all or?
It's definitely helping.
Yeah, okay.
The nice thing about our area is we had the county, one sitting at 9 in Old Hopewell,
Yes.
so that's in a great area.
I think once they moved there, that helped a lot,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Mayor, we did have a medical assist call, but that was really for forcible entry. It
Oh,
was in a hotel and there was a DOA inside the room.
Oh.
So
okay.
the person was locked in the room.
I see.
That's the only reason we were really
Yeah,
at that call. So
okay.
it's been better.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Thank you.
Are you seeing county get to calls before Empress or replacing Empress? In any way, shape or form? Or are they kind of waiting until if Empress drops the ball and can't
Well,
get it?
the other thing you gotta look at is, like, our ambulance contract we share with the town.
Yeah,
So, you know, all it takes is one or two calls to have, in the same amount of time to have the Dutchess ambulance come. It's all ambulance, but they are all, Empress.
okay.
Yeah, it's all
Oh,
Empress.
the county is, okay. taking
Yeah,
that- bringing
because
that
they were
into
gonna
it.
go with the other company, but then they, yeah, so it's all,
Ambulance. Yeah,
All Empress, just different unit numbers,
right,
gotcha, thank you.
so they're backfilling themselves.
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
That's it. I think it helps with the backfilling, right? So that's really good.
Okay, okay.
All right, let's see, ambulance planning and zoning. Do we have anything for that, Hans?
Yes, at our last meeting, application before us from C&J Properties official. They are proposing a proposed restaurant with 4 attached dwelling units on the 2nd floor. That will be served by municipal sewer and water. They've got a long way to go. There's a property that's on the corner, right across the street from the Episcopal Church. Hopefully.
The curve,
The curve.
yeah,
Yeah, they have 4 historical properties they're gonna have to deal with. They're gonna have the, excuse me, just too big. The size of the structure, this, it fits, but the parking is not there, so they're gonna have to. We sent them back with a bunch of homework to do. I doubt they're gonna be back before my August 21st meeting. But let's see what happens in September.
so they want a restaurant and 4 dwelling units on top?
Right,
Mm-hmm,
and they calculation said they need 90 parking spaces in
Oh, yeah.
something. So they thought they were gonna get the ZBA to approve it, not that.
right, right,
And there was absolutely no space there to bank parking
mm-hmm,
whatsoever. And I said there's 4 historical structures that have to be dealt with.
mm-hmm,
So New York State is historical enough, people are gonna have to get involved to either be okay or they're, I don't think it's gonna require a archaeological dig, but it possibly did.
well, there was a historic house on that site.
Yeah, well, that historical house, that's when that came down,
Mm-hmm,
the village source is comp. And then from that point on, that's when the village started.
Right.
Doing historical preservations and which led to the historic overlay districts
right,
and further restrictions on that was sort of the benchmark for the.
Yeah. there was a historical house on that corner and the owner took it down, looked very, before anybody.
This is not the Lucas property, right?
This was,
On the opposite side of the street that we're talking about.
Is that where the chickens were?
it's right next door to there. It's vacant right
The
now.
yellow house is to the left of it?
No, it's on the other side of the road. Oh, yeah, the yellow house, the 1-story house, yes,
The old one.
yep,
Okay.
yes. But there was a historic house on that property, and this was many, many years ago. It was probably 35 years ago.
When,
And
yeah, because.
they took it down very quickly and,
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
about
Nobody
those
knew they
things.
took it like overnight?
Yeah. the owners of, the fitness club. Yeah, yes,
Notwithstanding all that, Mayor, we referred them to the New York State Liquor Authority because we believe they have a 200-foot rule issue with the church.
right,
Which is going to be a threshold problem for them with a full liquor establishment,
Right.
which they're seeking.
Door to door, yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be an issue too. That's another
The
point.
meeting and I thought about
The
that.
statute actually is door to door when you're on the street. However, when you are not on the street in like your case, Nick,
Mhm.
it's actually from the sidewalk. So,
Mhm.
um,
So it's even more
it's
limited.
even bigger for them.
It could be restricted to wine and beer though,
They
right?
could have a wine and beer license, but that may not make the project feasible. So there are a lot of moving pieces.
Right.
Notwithstanding, they also would have some other zoning related
Mhm.
requirements. So
Who owns the property?
It was just sold not terribly long
The
ago.
All Sport doesn't own that
No,
property.
no.
those are operators of a restaurant, I believe, in Cold Spring, Hans, is that
Yeah,
the representation of pizza restaurant in Cold Spring? And they're looking, they actually purchased a house as well next door.
The blue one?
Sure.
So they're looking to, expand up here, I guess, but
Mhm.
Are they looking to do something to the blue
I
house?
think they're leaving that as a residence at the present time. That's not part of this plan to do anything with that. Although we're gonna reach out to them. I think they have a shipping container in the yard, so that.
No, that might be the other house, because that was recently for sale.
That's the adjacent house.
Yeah.
Oh, the little one, the
Yeah,
yellow one.
yeah. And that's a historic.
On Rappleton.
Talk
Yes,
about that, to make sure that that complies with all the regulations.
right. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of issues here. So we'll see, keep us posted, so.
Also, I'd like to make note here that, this road is great. I'm starting my 34th year.
Wow,
Wow.
congratulations. Okay, so with that, we're gonna move into the regular agenda. And the first item on the agenda is a public hearing for the sign regulation local law. So I would like to have a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the public hearing is open for the sign regulation local law. And is there anyone here to speak on that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Can you come up to the podium, please, sir? That's okay.
I heard it.
And just state your name and address for us.
Joseph Fontenot.
Hi.
I heard that somebody's gonna build a building on North Street.
No. North Street's the little street that goes in between.
From 90, not 90, goes from the main road down to the
Right like right next door to 1111.
flower shop there.
Oh, well, that's,
That'll be our next item on the agenda, not this one. That's the next item on the agenda. This is for a sign hearing. That'll be next.
Oh,
the one you're talking about's next.
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this one
Finish
first.
this one up.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anyone else here to speak on the public hearing regarding the sign regulation local law?
My board spoke law is designed to simplify procedures for sign applications for applicants in the village. So that the village building inspector will now be able to approve quite a few of the sign applications, especially the simpler ones that are not in the historic district.
Yes,
Historic district signs will still be approved by the thing.
right. But we're hopeful this will streamline the process. Right.
All
Each size. Yeah.
So no one's here to speak on this, local law for the public hearing. I will entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so,
Go ahead, Don, local law. You see comment back from both village planning board
yes,
and also next county planning board, they all said that they had no opposition.
okay. And what number law will this be, do you know?
They would come through.
Number 3. Okay. So then, I will, as the public hearing is now concluded for the sign regulation law, which we believe will be local law number 3, I will entertain a motion to adopt the sign regulation into our local laws.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Active date of the local upon filing with the Secretary of State, or is
Because
it?
the effective when Pam files it with the Secretary of State, so she'll notify you.
So interim procedures would be still go to the planning board, or do we hold application? We're in that kind of a gray, just so we're clear.
Right, yeah,
I'm assuming it'll get filed
But
Relatively.
we're plenty for. Would already.
Okay, so we'll,
Do you have anything pending at this time?
nothing at the moment, just
Okay.
so we're clear on the scene.
All right,
I think I know how to handle it.
okay. Sounds good. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is a public hearing to amend the zoning map law for 18 Church Street. So I'll entertain a motion to open the public hearing to amend the zoning map, local law for 18 Church Street.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now the public hearing is open. If you'd like to comment on 18 Church Street.
Sir?
Yeah,
I think that's,
I think that's what you're referring to.
The house is on the,
Also known as one cat.
yeah, right on the corner.
yes.
Yeah.
And state your name again, sir?
Joseph Pontino.
Okay.
Say something about the piece. Oh, sure.
Well, I think there's a application to the planning board and they would like to remodel the old plate glass building, the red brick,
Yeah.
yes. And they want, the applicant was wanting to fix it up and make it into like a two-family house, I believe, two-family residence. Yeah.
Oh, all right, because I know,
It's being
so long as they're not gonna,
No, it's still kind of historic,
yeah,
so, yeah, the,
the kids from school all come over here,
right.
you know?
It would be nicer, we think, too, because it's been in a little bit of disrepair.
Oh,
So, Hans, do you know what their application is? It's for a two-family, I believe? Yeah,
yeah,
so that was not allowed. So we're considering, amending the village zoning law to allow for that.
all right,
No,
okay.
Yeah, it was exclusively commercial use
Right.
property, and now that we're amending it to be residential, so they can.
Okay, yeah, because I used to be,
The plate glass,
The
yeah,
glass door.
they were there for a long time,
oh, yeah,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
But the people that own the property now want to fix it up and make it into residential property.
Okay,
And you live over there, right?
I live right down the street.
So does that seem okay?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
As long as they're not making a mess, because you got all the kids from school and you got,
yeah,
around there,
yeah,
Okay,
all right.
thank you.
Well, thank you. Okay, anybody else like to comment on the amending of the zoning map for Church Street? Okay. So as no one else is here to speak on that, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. Let's see, what's next?
Mayor, I'll just have to, we have a rule from the planning board recommending the approval of this local law. And as well as from the planning board saying it's not a local concern.
Yeah.
So I would recommend that the board vote on the local law tonight.
Oh, okay. All right, that sounds good to me. And this would be local law number 4. Greg's keeping track. Okay.
There was no comments, Greg, at all, or feedback from the county regarding?
They had. Pretty low concern.
Matter of local concern, box was checked.
Okay,
No comment.
Okay, so, now that the public hearing is concluded, I'll entertain a motion to amend the zoning map. This will be local law number 4 for 18 Church Street.
So moved.
second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, number 4. And so now we're gonna move into the water facility upgrade bid discussion. Paul, I think that's you.
Yeah, so, Will Bright sent out us write up about, where we were at with the project. And kind of asking everyone to go to bid. And I didn't have everything that I needed from him, so. Actually, I met with Jake again since then. He's the head engineer on this project. We did make a couple small changes. I know that, one piece of equipment, it's pretty much like a backflow preventer check back thing. I wanted that within a service loop so we can shut, work on that without doing a full shut in. Couple little things, doorways that we want to move around. The main thing that I wanted from him was updated, pretty much like procedures of how everything's gonna run, how the new wells would be incorporated in that. He did send me an updated version of that. I got that Friday. Really haven't had a ton of time to sit down and look at that. So pretty much just bringing up everyone to speed. We're not, I don't think we're ready to go too big just yet. We're
Right.
getting close. Also, I just wanted to bring up, we're working on loose ends at the sewer project still. So I prefer to tie all our loose ends at just one project before we do jump into the next one. Cause it's substantial, obviously. I mean, the sewer one was huge too. So we're getting close on the sewer end, so if we could wrap that up and before we're out to bid the next project.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement with you,
Okay.
Paul. We've had, discussions regarding, we've had these two, this tremendous project that we inherited. And have been, monitoring, and I agree with you that we should be completely satisfied
Yeah.
with that project before we move on to the water project. Until you're happy,
Yeah.
we're not happy.
And like I said, and that sequence of events of operation is big for me and the guys that have to work on it every day, so.
Right.
Focus on that,
Yes.
so.
Yeah, no, I feel very strongly that we want you to be satisfied. I think the board is in agreement.
It's been great too.
Yeah.
So I need to sit down. And focus
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tremendous amount of money
That's where
and,
I'm at too. I know we had a lot of overage on the sewer.
right,
I want to do like this to, when we do our bid, to, hey, that this is the number that we're working with, obviously, there's
mhm,
it's a big project, things are
right,
come up, but do our best to see everything that we can.
yeah. No, I agree with you, so thank you for the update. Does anybody have any questions for Paul? No, I think we're all on the same page, yeah. Okay, so that's good. Okay, Village Court language line phone interpreting. There is a letter in here for us. Utilize 99 cents per minute. This is something needed for court. This is for interpreting.
What is it exactly? Is it while court's in session, this is being used?
Well, sometimes we have people who don't speak the language and you need interpretation services.
Right, but how is it being used? What is it exactly?
It's a phone. I'm familiar with the device. It's a phone well, the one I'm used to using, it's a phone with two handsets on it and, a speaker option. And so
So
It just translates like in,
no, you speak to a real person. So you dial it in, the service comes in. You have to actually document the name. There's like that provider will give you a number to document, like, this is interpreter number, blah, blah, blah. This is session number, blah, blah, blah. And all that gets recorded typically. And then they provide the interpretation services so that all can hear.
And this is through a speaker while court's in session, so it can be heard, or is it in?
Yeah.
It is,
Yep.
yes, okay.
helpful for day or night arraignments and when an in-person interpreter is unavailable. So that makes sense. I know one of our part-time clerk is, an interpreter. She is bilingual. but,
But only one line.
yeah,
Right,
right.
so this covers everything.
Yeah, so this would cover a lot more, yeah, definitely.
So what is our full cost on this? I see a lot of
I don't think
numbers.
this is something new.
Okay.
This is something we've had.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, it's
is it
just an updated.
renewing a contract?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually, it looks like the phone should be blue. It's like a royal blue phone.
Mm-hmm, and it says here, yes, one analog dual handset phone,
Correct.
yeah, yeah.
So we don't know if prices have gone up or if this is the same as last year.
That I don't know, no. Oh, but they waived a lot, if you look here, under 1.2, they waived a lot of fees. Yeah, so that's all,
I mean, it's obviously something that's needed,
right,
right?
yeah, I think this is just a renewal.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to have it.
Yeah, so, I'll entertain a motion for the village court language line phone interpreting.
So moved.
Second,
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, they said, most of the, okay, yeah, the invoices are generated monthly and they're about 99 cents per minute for the
So,
service.
yeah, so only if you're using it. Right?
Yes.
But I'm assuming there's a monthly fee for just having it accessible, right?
Yeah, we might be able to
it
even,
says it right here, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, lease fees, yeah, $4.50 and $12.50 at the very bottom of the first page, Mayor.
gotcha.
And $10.50 for the cordless phone.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, great.
Okay, good. Okay, next, item on the agenda is to appoint Dan Burke to Water Sewer DPW part-time position.
Definitely, everything's all approved with the county on this, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a part-time position, so it's not a competitive position. It's a non-competitive, so, and are these gonna be set hours or it's gonna be as needed? I think?
All the hours for Danny, is it set or as needed?
I mean, when he's available, we talked about it being like 2 to 3 days a week to.
Yeah, so you'll work out the,
Yes.
okay,
and then the other matter would be, because you're a volunteer firefighter, and that's great that you'd be accessible, but when responding to a fire, do we have that worked out?
He's gotta go.
He's got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay.
all right. So I'll entertain a motion to appoint Dan Burke to Water Sewer DPW part-time position.
So moved.
Second,
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
That's Dan.
Thank you.
do you have any other vacancies left?
I'm hoping that the part-time will be, sort of.
Moving forward, is it possible to maybe share, positions on our website when they come up?
Oh, sure, yeah,
Okay, very
absolutely.
good. We may need to set a policy on that,
Okay,
so we'll talk about that down the line.
okay,
Just an idea.
You know, the street you have on my hand, it's multiple directions. But when you get up to the corner, it's one way coming in.
uh-huh,
Everybody goes out that one-way street. Even the school buses. They go out and they make a turn and whatever. Everybody,
well, you know what, we'll have to report that to our police commissioner. He's not here tonight, unfortunately,
that's right, but I'm just,
but I will mention that to him.
you know, even the school bus go up there and
Yeah, that's, okay.
whichever way they wanna go and go.
Oh. All right, I will definitely let him know. Thank you for letting me know that. The next item on the agenda is the Otis Elevator Company. And I have a contract in here, let's see. This is for the fire department. Fishkill Fire Department, yeah, we don't have an elevator, so it's gotta be for that, okay. So this is just maintenance contract.
Yeah, I was gonna touch on it. We had, some electrical issues. It's been 10 years since that's been installed.
Mm-hmm,
This was the first time, and, it's very expensive without a maintenance contract. And also, so you know, Otis is its own company, they build their own parts.
Yes.
There is no one else to go with, so.
So, okay, so how much is, this is a maintenance contract, so like if we need to call them or whatever, it's not as expensive.
So this is a general maintenance.
Okay,
So like, we had the breakers go bad on it, so hopefully now with the general maintenance throughout the year, it's gonna cut down on any problems with the elevator itself.
okay.
If
So-
any major repairs come up, I don't believe they're covered under the general maintenance contract, and that would go to a straight price.
Okay. Gotcha. So you do better with the contract, obviously.
So 175 per month.
Yeah,
This is the same.
but it's probably money well spent.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Brandon uses the same company at the town,
Yeah.
the same guys, they do a great job.
Okay,
We have two in the town that we have very similar contracts. It covers the basic maintenance and the pressure test, which is required each year.
okay. Well, I think that's important. I do.
Sure. And you pay them annually, right?
Yes.
And when is the next payment due? 8/1, August 1st?
This is you pay them monthly, but it's an annual contract.
Oh, okay,
It's good for.
okay. Because it says payable annually in advance, the contract price,
You can.
but you can do it monthly then, no problem. Great.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion, to enter into a basic maintenance contract with Otis Elevator for the fire department.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
Great.
Thank you.
thank you. All right, so that seems to be about it. Do we have any comments from the public? Anything?
Press the microphone, I think you can hear me.
You should, just because of the video.
Bonnie Babcock, I live on Bedford Avenue. I have a concern about the MIA trustee. So people run, people campaign, people tell the public, this is what I want to do for the village. And I watch the village meetings. But she's kind of MIA. Couldn't look and see if there's any, it's probably a personal matter, I don't know, but just the fact that somebody else on the board is picking up all of her work and committees, and is there a way to replace someone who's been MIA for 6 months plus? Just an observation. My other issue is with the sewage treatment plant. And we put all this money in, and I work with Paul. I work with Paul. Last time I spoke with Paul, they were trying to get more trucks to haul the sewage out. They were working on a mixture of, I don't know, magnesium or Maalox or whatever it was to make it happy. And so all last week, 9 PM, 10 PM, 11 PM, stinks. It stinks. I don't have the luxury of central air. There's a breeze, it's coming in. This morning, 7:30, I'm like, oh, God, not again. So when you mentioned you want to button up and clean up everything with the sewage treatment plant before we move on to the water contracts, that big, beautiful new plant is burping a lot. And it seems it's got a main trail right up to the backyards on my street, because other people, no, I don't smell anything. So I'm just kind of asking, can the, be looked at, or do we have extra trucks up now?
But, this past weekend, I had Shane on Saturday, and he told me it's bad. It's not as bad as it was, I hope.
It is not as bad as it was years ago.
So, just today, I scheduled 4 more trucks this week on top of our normal 3. It's one side, and if you wanna come down one day, I'd be happy to bring them around, show you exactly what Okay.
I may be a fitter's kid.
I don't think she wants to go closer to it.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the sewage treatment
So
plant.
I'm aware, I hope that from the last time that we had the issue, I mean, from my perspective, every day working there, it's been night and day different, but this past week we did, it did come back a little bit, and it's a direct result of trying to use less trucks, to balance the budget a little bit, but if this time of year, I really have to just do extra,
it's kind
I
of,
tried to take it back a little bit and it came back.
yeah, it's kind of not acceptable as a
I
resident,
get it.
because you smell shit. Poof, no, that is directly what flows into your home.
This weekend, like I said, we noticed it and.
Yeah, 7:30 again this morning. It's strong. It's
I was
not just a,
upset. You know, it was,
all right,
I didn't think it was bad, but if you tell me this, I
It's bad.
haven't had this.
yeah, there's like just like a little breezeway up from you guys to my street. You don't smell it on the other side of my street. You're honest, my
Yeah,
neighbors don't
I didn't
smell it.
notice anything. It was Saturday, I guess, is when I was told about it. And like I said, this morning, it's hard to get extra trucks from our, we have a contract over in there. We've using the company out of Paulman for the extra trucks, and believe it or not, they're a little bit cheaper, but they can't commit to giving us a yearly
All right, so
contract.
last week is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then again this morning, so yeah.
If,
I mean,
I'll
like,
give you my number too, because
I
if
mean,
you
I
notice
think-
it before we do, I mean, let me know,
Okay.
and I can.
or I'll
I
leave
can
you a
try to-
message, you know,
Yeah,
at 10
yeah.
PM, hi, woke
You
me
can do
up,
that. You can do that.
okay,
We're
All
here.
right.
We're here.
all right.
Paul, have you tried Malox?
It was,
No.
no, it was backward then.
The magnesium hydroxide. And that's what we're using right now. As part of our bids, we're using the new chemical company. I'm still buying that same chemical, but I did reach out to our new supplier and actually asked them to do a visit to show them exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
See if they have something.
Okay, I know you're trying, it's just.
Yeah, I really
Okay,
am. But I'll give you my number. If you notice it before us, I mean, I'll do what I can to.
okay, thank you.
Maybe we just gotta go back to more trucks for now.
Yeah,
And just,
That did work.
summertime is always
But I
toughest.
was like,
I know.
okay, with 4 trucks a week.
yeah. It always stirs up again around Easter. Like right in the spring, as soon as, you know what so maybe we just.
And especially high heat too. Yeah, high numbers.
So,
I know. it's
but-
hard.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're smelling it, you just don't wanna cut it any slack.
I get it,
All right,
but I'll do what I can.
I'll bring you some Maylocks.
Thank you.
And to answer your Bonnie, to answer your first comment, I don't have status on trustee use. I mean, personally, I don't know if anybody else on the board does that can give you a better answer. I don't know what or why she isn't here.
Just an awareness thing, if she's not here, she ran, she campaigned, she had a platform, and she's got duties and.
It's a fair comment, of course.
You know, and we just had an election, we won't have another election for 2 years, and could that have been put in as an emergency space or, you know, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, so our next meeting is, we only have one meeting in August.
Yes.
And let's see, when is that? It is the 18th. So the next meeting will be August 18th. And at that point, summer will be almost over.
Is there a way for us to approve the abstracts, maybe via like a Zoom meeting or something, rather than via email? Because I never really see the other responses, and that's not like an accurate, like, that's not like a real vote. Like when we do them, when it doesn't fall within a meeting cycle.
I don't think so. Well, you can't do Zoom anymore
Can we have 3 people to show up for a quorum? We just need a quorum.
to pay. She's asking about the,
Like when it's just, when I've done the special because we don't have meetings.
Yes.
I mean, I could look into that and how.
I mean, it would just take us showing up here, 3 people to
Right.
a quorum to do it properly.
Well, it's only gonna happen one more time, right?
But-
Just for August.
Yeah, so for that one time, we'll figure out 3 people to meet here and. approve
well, we'd
it.
have to advertise and everything. It's a special board meeting. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we'd essentially have to have a meeting. So,
I don't think it's necessary, but Anne, fair comment, if the board wants to vote on it, if that's the best way to do it,
It's
I
just that
think
that
it's,
email isn't a vote. I don't see the other responses, you know what I mean? We're
Correct.
voting retroactively is retroactively. So I just didn't know if there was another way. Greg, how has this been handled?
Special meeting or set forth in August, something like that, first week in August. For a special meeting, working meeting. 15 minutes and put these, whatever they have vouchers with. Whether they get approved before, they get paid. Rather than after.
Well, I think it's something we have to vote on, because I don't agree to that. I think it's fine with one more month. We can do it. We only do it twice a year. We can wait till the meeting on the
It doesn't
18th.
happen other times sometimes.
I don't know when, but if you can clarify that, please. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't remember it happening other times. Usually we have 2 meetings a month, except for July and August, maybe December.
Yeah. that's
Maybe
different.
December, yeah.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah. Mayor, it's your call. If you want to do a vote on this, if you want, Greg, is it something we need to vote on to decide this?
Unfortunately, motion and give a vote. Well, there's no motion.
I mean, I would like to give it some thought before, I mean, contact Nikon even, because, I mean, to me, then it's like, I mean, you could just, I guess, just do a special meeting, yes.
Actually, I just make a suggestion.
Sure.
Maybe of food for thought. When I was a supervisor of the town of Ulster, we had a audit committee. 2 board members of the town board would audit the bills. They would sign off on them. And then I, as the supervisor, would sign off on them, and that would approve them until the next board meeting, and the bills would be processed and paid. It effectively was a vote of 3 members of the board, and it sufficed for our accountants and for standing, and it was sufficient. So I don't know if that's something that the village board could consider, but 2 members of the board can review all the abstracts, and then the mayor could sign off on the bills so they could be processed and paid. Might be something to consider and look at, instead of calling a formal meeting.
Mhm.
I was just thinking that we just need 3 people to get together and.
You may not need to formally.
Right, but it's still a special board meeting, then you'd have to advertise, you'd have
If you
to,
have 2 members, though, I'm saying
yeah,
review the abstract. It's not a formal meeting, and then you independently at any time could review those bills
mhm.
and sign off. Or a 3rd member of the board independently could sign.
Right, 3 of us couldn't be together, so.
Together, you can't be,
Yeah.
but it could be done separate.
Mhm.
Potentially, might be something to look at, save you the trouble of special meetings 3 times a year for.
Mhm.
Hey,
I mean, because if we're gonna have special meetings 3 times a year, why aren't we just having meetings then? You know what I mean?
Well, I wasn't really thinking of it as in the form of a special meeting, just
Yeah.
you needed 3 people to get together and approve them.
Still is a meeting.
That's a
The whole
meeting
town's
now, yeah.
The whole board would have the
Yeah.
ability,
I have 3.
Yeah,
and the public would be able to be there as well.
I just didn't know if there was another way to do it, because like when we get them via email, it's not like I see everybody else's response. I don't even always get responses to emails I send. So for me to, when I get an email about the abstracts and that's it. I don't hear, okay, I don't hear any responses, I don't see anything
Well-
indicating approval from any other board member.
but
So-
usually the abstracts are sent just so everybody can review them before the meeting and then we vote on them at the
But the
meeting.
bill's already been paid,
Right,
is my point.
only in that case, yeah, in those 3 cases.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying, yeah. So I just didn't know if there was another way to do it.
Yeah, I don't know
That
what
process.
the best way to do that. I'd have to give it some thought. I don't know. Okay. Okay. He just nominated you.
And with the improve safety rate. They just suggested the safety rate plan work.
Yeah, yeah,
She said, people review the abstracts, even though there's no meeting,
right,
and they forward them. They approve them, and they send it to
right,
your final.
right. Yeah.
That would be useful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't have a problem
Is
with
that
that.
satisfactory, something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That doesn't really,
Why don't I do it with you? Send it to myself and Ann.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
call,
okay.
I'll call Nikon and
Okay.
get some
Thank
extra
you.
feedback from them. Absolutely, I always call.
yeah,
Just the abstract themselves and the vouchers get signed when we have the meeting. We would okay it,
and
send it
then
to the
send it to
mayor.
me,
Yes,
and then, yeah,
And this is not affecting our everyday meeting cycle, this is just.
No. this would just be for the months where we only have 1 meeting.
And
Okay.
in the event you had to approve anything outside of a meeting that required.
Right, well, yeah, if something,
Yeah, we,
Came up.
we,
so you okay it, I okay it, it goes to her. As long as there's some cycle of.
Mayor could appoint. the-
String.
We need a
Planning string. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. That works.
Okay, that sounds good. So
Yeah.
then we'll do that. And Anna's gonna call NICOM.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So will we go about it, you sending it the same way to everybody, but only myself and Ann responding and then the mayor?
Okay.
So trustee Rice will still get it, right?
Mhm.
But we need some sort of string that will show that we've read and okayed it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Does that make sense? Am I
Yes.
right, or am I going
Yeah.
off the rails here?
No, I mean, because personally, I usually don't comment back on the email. You know, usually if I had a question, I would wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we're not approving, we're not
Right.
really, until we get here physically.
yeah.
She's looking for that approval.
Right.
So
No, I get it.
This
So,
will kind of feed that,
okay,
correct, Ann?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
okay. All right, anything else? Okay, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. All right.